Alright guys, it's here. That's right, I got it. The new inflator, deflator from Ryobi. I like it so far. I like the box, as I always do, because it's a Ryobi box. We're going to take a look at this. If you're wanting to compare this to the older model of this, I do not have it. So sorry about that, but I can tell you just from looking at them in the store, this is substantially thinner. So let's go ahead and get started by just opening up the box and seeing what's inside. I always destroy my Ryobi boxes, so if you're one that saves them, sorry. Yeah, but I don't tend to try to save my box. Alright, oh wow, okay, so that's pretty much as is. Awesome. So, as usual with Ryobi, we had the manuals. And then that's it, the box is completely empty. So we'll go and throw that over there. Alright, here it is. Here's a good shot of how thin it is. Let's compare it to something else that I have. We'll compare it to the glue gun. So set the glue gun on top, kind of gives you an idea on thinness if you have a glue gun. Yeah, looks like it's got a few different modes. It's got plus, I would imagine that's plus more air, minus more air. Mode, power, start, stop. That's, off, on. It's basic. This side looks to be what would be for like inflating. Let's go ahead and pull it out here. This is all held together just kind of by the friction on the back or whatnot. But this hose is a flexible hose. It doesn't extend out or anything. It's a fairly cheap plastic, but it's just a fill hose, so it really doesn't matter. This just looks like it slides in here. Yeah, it looks like it just slides. So if you needed to use it for this, you just slide it in here. And this would allow you to, either if you want to use the end to inflate air mattresses, or you can use the other end. Totally up to you. And then we got another port up here at the top. This is the one that it actually latches onto. So I would imagine this is the deflator and this is the inflator. We're going to take a look at that right now and just, we'll put a battery in it and see. Alright, so we're going to be using the 4 amp hour. Let's go ahead and pop that in. See how easy that slides in. It's a little tight, but it pops in. It's a tad bit shorter, but at the same time, I think it is still balanced. So let's go ahead and kick it on and see what we got here. I'm not 100% sure how this model works yet. So you kick it on, it's reading 0. 0, that I'm assuming is what it can measure. So if you hook this up to your actual wheel or tire, it's going to tell you how much PSI is inside that tire at that specific time. And this is how you adjust to turn it up to what you want it. So it'd be like 2 PSI, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Just like the other units, really nothing a whole lot different other than, it's just a smaller package. So let's go ahead and give this thing a try out real quick. So yeah, you kick it on, that's power, and that's also mode. So I know it's really hard to see this LCD, this little tiny screen here. But if you click mode, depending on which one you pick, it'll actually pick which side. So it shows a little arrow, and it's pointing over here. So if I kicked on this unit right now by just pressing start, it would activate this side. Intake is through here, outtake is through here. So you would fill from this and suck from this. Then if you push the mode and go to the other side, it activates the other side. Which is, as you know, for your tires, clearly listed here. This inflator, it shows, or inflator, deflator, this shows for like a air mattress, and on this side it shows for a tire. Now I actually have a low front right tire on my Jeep Wrangler. So let's go out and try this thing out and see just kind of how it works, if it can do a large tire. I have 35s on my Jeep now, so that's not the biggest tire, but it's pretty large. So let's see if it can air them up.
So whenever I put it on the back tire, it's reading 52 PSI. Something you will notice that's a little different than this unit is the actual attachment is just a screw-on. So you just kind of push it onto your valve stem and just kind of tighten it on. Some people are going to claim this is a cheaper way to do it. I feel like it leaves less room for air and less places where it can break, so I kind of prefer it this way myself. Not that it's of a big importance, but I do like the way this unit carries. I don't know if you've ever used one of those little battery packs that you carry around that allows you to jump your batteries on your car, but that's really what this unit feels like. It's about the same shape and size and weight. I did notice that the PSI reader is pretty accurate. I took it off and on my back tire 3 or 4 times, and every single time it read within a half pound, so I would say that's pretty accurate. And once I actually got it hooked up, it read 32 PSI on this tire, so this tire was substantially lower. I got it from 32 PSI all the way up to 50 PSI in roughly 10 minutes. So if you're thinking you're going to get the speed of like a air compressor or something like that, you're definitely wrong. It does take a lot longer. But in my opinion, I've eliminated all air compressors from my shop. I really hate lugging them around. They're heavy. So in all reality, this is plenty fast for me. And I would imagine if you have even smaller tires, it works even better. And just in case any of you are interested on the kind of tire that I have here, it's a Falcon Wild Peak. I like them. I've had them for almost a year now and haven't had any issues with them. Granted, I've only probably put 6,000 miles on them, so yeah, what do you know by then? But I like the way they ride, even though they're knobby tires. They ride pretty good. I really can't complain.
So yeah, guys, that's kind of this unit in a nutshell. I didn't do a test on the inflator deflator just because it's for an air mattress. It'll do it. I'm 1,000% sure. The only thing I did not mention is over here on the side. It does have a little storage area for your thing to fill up basketballs and whatnot. There's also a little attachment right here that allows you to go with screw onto a little bigger, if your valve or whatever is a little bit bigger. Or actually, no, this one actually shrinks the valve, so it makes it for a little smaller valve. So yeah, it's got it stored there on the side. Out of that whole entire run, I was able to do all of that, and it didn't even knock a bar down on my 4 amp hour. So in all reality, if you want to lessen the weight when you're carrying it, you can run the smallest battery they make, and it'll do the job just fine. That isn't really going to contribute to anything other than long time, which it doesn't seem to need. So yeah, that is this new inflator deflator unit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to go as thorough as I could, show you guys everything about this tool. I like it. I can't compare it to the older, the fatter one, but it does the job and it's skinnier, so what's the point, right? This is definitely the way to go. So once you get the ability to get a chance to go out and get this tool, I definitely give it my seal of approval. Sorry, terrible joke. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching today.
And today's video shout outs from one of my subscribers, RH. Thanks for supporting me, dude. I always appreciate it.